FaZe is known as one of the best teams in Counter-Strike. They have Kerrigan, one of the best and most accomplished IGLs, Elige, one of North America's best talents ever, the GOAT of CSGO Simple, an ice-cold clutcher in Frozen, and Norwegian Forest. But watching them try to play together is like hearing nails on chalkboard. In this video, I'm going to show you why, even though they are so good, they make me so mad when watching them sometimes. In the Blast Austin 2025 Major, we saw FaZe play from Stage 2 to qualify for the playoffs. In their run, they had to go up against the Mongols, rated 5th best team in the world. Fate would have it that these two teams will rematch in the quarterfinals, so before that happens, let's take a look at what happened last time. Starting on the CT side, FaZe got off to a slow start. And that's why they opt to do a full USP save in round 2. But things are going to change once we get to round 3, where FaZe get the big guns out for the first time. They called to do a B push at the start of the round on a timing, but because they went for rifles, they don't do any nades to block Techno from getting into cave. Elige even starts this round with a free kill at middle with a spam kill. Rain and Kerrigan have full control over B lane, but there was a gap in cave earlier on. Since no molly came over the wall, Techno didn't need to make a noise extinguishing it. But now FaZe is assuming the A hit is coming, so they need to get some eyes on that. Simple leaves B to help A, but Elige is still AFK in Red Room. And both B boys are watching the doors. This setup is easily fixed if Rain watches cave exit to sight from ramp, or if Simple covers the cave exit and Red from short, and has Elige rotate to help Frozen instead. But this is what ends up happening.
Hey, and Mongols have made their way up short. Techno's gonna spot one too. It might be weird for him to push farther. Maybe he waits. Oh, they run right into his hands.
No weapon out at all. And Techno's gonna go deeper with it with a second kill, so the recovery's now.
And now in a 3v3, FaZe tried to retake. But without a kit or needs to assist, the round's done for.
That tuck opens the door for Kerrigan. He's gonna run up, catches them off.
Oh.
Good trade back from Techno though with a very fast reposition. Frozen's been waiting to get into this action and he gets shut down. 3-0 start for this T side out of the Mongols.
Back to eco for the FaZe boys. Since Simple is saving for an off, getting dropped an upgraded pistol can help him get kill money, but his team focuses on their individual purchases. For $50 more, Kerrigan could have skipped the Kevlar and dropped Simple a deke, or for $100 more, he could have gotten 2 P250s instead of a 5.7. They do the divorce agreement setup, and Kerrigan dies first, battling cave solo. Some time passes, and they opt to gamble stack A, but Mongols go B.
It's a very young
Flesh he's still got on the bones.
At the start of the round, Elige isn't going to go for the normal mid stuff that he does. He's going to play A site. Frozen's going to be in Donut, as per usual, and Simple will assist B and float around where he thinks he should be. Knowing about this gap in middle, and A main, and having a stronger setup towards B, Elige and Frozen should have a plan to defend A. A huge gap is created in middle, and the Mongols start to move up.
God, it's just also well-oiled. Mongols starting to slip through middle. We get Frozen taking a glance at it from Donut.
Frozen's in between watching A main and Donut as Elige has peeled off his position on site. And now Frozen gets overrun by 4 players. And now another round is gifted to the Mongols for free. FaZe is falling behind, so they call the panic button. Neo's able to get on the mic and they make a plan. They have 4 weapons and an op saved, and choose to rebuy nades to be fully stocked. The idea they spent their tactical timeout to discuss is about to be deployed. And what a sight it is to behold. The flashes are too early. Kerrigan's alone on this push. A rifler could have done the opera's role. They know they're sending Kerrigan alone, but he buys an incendiary that he never uses. Rain's smoked off ramp, and he doesn't want to go. But no cancel call is made. Nobody's close to trade. Simple tries to take the op close range into Cheetah, even though it's smoked. And then he gets blown up. This round is surely lost for FaZe. But the Mongols doesn't feel right about this, so first they solo walk out here, then here, and finally here. And then even in this 2v2, they don't really want to win, so they split up. And then they put their nade lineup knowledge on full display.
Disappointed!
Finally, they're on the board, but they don't want to try fighting early for map control again. So Liege does his mid fight from red again, and goes down. Rain picks up CT for Liege, but he also falls. Kerrigan tries to isolate fights by waiting on ramp. Simple can't decide which angle he wants to hold and gets caught on a timing. And Frozen's just chilling in Donut again. If FaZe want to start 3-1-1, they need protocols for what happens if a Liege dies early in middle, and here the macro plan did not exist. Valid options are playing retake B and reclearing middle together, keep a gamble stack on B and hope Frozen can lock down Donut, or take B control. Okay, enough's enough, FaZe. It's time to lock in. And lock in they did. 3 players are together middle, supporting each other with nades and trades. And connection from ramp. Now, with a crossfire B doors with rifles. And an op trained on elbow. Mongolz has nowhere to go but A.
Wow, look at Mongols not freaking out. They're thinking about taking the A side. They would have gone already if they knew it was empty, but it's still actually not a bad site to take.
But that's okay, because we're spotting passively with Deagles. As long as Rain and Liege don't swing, this should be an easy cleanup. FaZe go mid control here with 3. Just kidding, 2 people. Ha, I got you again. This is Frozen. But they back away after faking mid presence and end up in a strong setup. Mongolz launches nades over B, and they make it look convincing. Simple bites, and he moves away. But then he's told, wait, nothing's in yet. So he comes back to hold the line. But Blitz catches a timing, and Simple catches a headshot. Mongols fly over to middle to hit A. But Frozen locks down Donut with a smoke. Mongolz has time to cancel and make a new plan, or push Donut together for the 3 versus 1. Frozen actually big-brained this by taking the fight on Blitz and trusting that Mongolz would be too scared to immediately push the smoke. And Mongols blunder another round. FaZe are getting some lifelines thrown at them. And they're about to get some more. Unless... oh god, the divorce papers are out again. Rain has to play passive on B long and then decides to pull out a flash. But Simple's back, baby. Here's the most standard round FaZe has done this game.
No rest for the wicked, apparently. Round round 11 goes right back into that frozen.
Here are the nades Mongols are doing to take mid.
Fast heaven move, and it's a 5v3 again. Make it a 5v2.
Oh, clean.
Elige has been pretty adamant about challenging these smokes. This time he gets his lineup. And so this half starts to unravel a bit. FaZe Clan, it took some time, but they are now
Mongols call a fast donut split this round. Simple's falling back, but wants to keep fighting instead of smoking donut.
Continue this streak into the second half. Ooh, he lands that, trying to play around with him. Senzu ends up losing 90 health.
And bumps uglies with Frozen at default box.
Stuck in the back of sight, though. There's the recovery. Mongols, every time they lose an opening fight, there tends to work behind him. Smoked over towards sight was Simple, now removed from all of this. And so the Mongols are going to recover a final round on the half because a slow play from Senzu